Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Barefoot Lawyer Reports. My name is Will Deathridge, the producer, and joining me, as always, is Chen Guangcheng.
Hello, my friend. I'm glad to see you again. Yeah.
Today we got some pretty important news to report on, which is the meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin, a very unholy alliance that is terrifying a lot of people right now. Xi Jinping recently went to Moscow and has been holding meetings there with Putin, touting a friendship and an alliance. We'll start with Guangcheng. Why do you think this meeting is happening? How does this benefit China and Russia?
The situation is not good for Xi Jinping now, and of course, is not good for Putin too.
Right.
And the International Criminal Court have decided to arrest Putin, but Xi Jinping still went to visit him. So I think, now Putin need Xi Jinping support, and Xi Jinping need Putin support too.
Why is that?
Because the Western countries, they understand how evil the authoritarian regimes are. So now the situation is very bad for them. So they need to support each other. And another thing is, the business in mainland China is getting in trouble now. So Xi Jinping tried to get some support from Russia. They will join hands to oppose the Western countries.
Right. So, because Chinese and Russian cultures are pretty different, of course, but what they can agree on is, first of all, they both emerged out of communist systems. China, of course, still being communist right now. I guess you could say that they're both united by authoritarianism, but also they oppose the Western values. They oppose human rights. And that's something they can definitely agree on, is standing against the United States and Western European democracies, right, Guangcheng?
Yes, they oppose the rule of law. If the rule of law, the political system is a rule of law, they have to follow the law.
Right, they're not bound by any rules or constitutions. The leaders of these countries aren't bound by the same rules that the people are. We hold our politicians accountable to the Constitution.
This is why they refused democracy, the rule of law, and Constitution. Like that.
Because that would take their power away from them. Guangcheng, do you think this is a smart move?
No, of course that's not smart.
Okay.
That will make the democratic nations think how to tear down these authoritarian regimes.
Right, they're kind of putting themselves in a little corner against the whole world, right?
I believe when the situation is not good for the authoritarian regimes, they will join hands together. I believe they're discussing a lot now. Putin, Xi Jinping, and North Korea, Cuba.
Do you think there's any chance that Western countries will be more aggressive against China because of this alliance? Because they've been very aggressive against Putin and Russia.
I think the Western country have to face the problem is the appeasement. So we should push this, and we cannot just assume they will change if we are friendly to them.
Now, Guangcheng, one question I have, because you have a lot of contacts in China, and you're on the message boards and forums where a lot of Chinese citizens voice their true thoughts and opinions away from censorship. What do the Chinese people think about this alliance?
That is a very good question. I discussed with people in mainland China. They hope the Western countries will help them. A lot of people are waking up
And you think it's a lot of young people?
Different.
It's different?
Yeah, young people, old people, a lot of yes. So they call Xi Jinping is a pig.
They call him a pig.
Yeah, a lot of people call Xi Jinping is a pig. He have a pumpkin head.
A pumpkin head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said, oh, you went to visit Putin, so that prove Xi Jinping is a pig.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, prove Xi Jinping a pig. Yeah, so of course, yeah, they have to careful to see that.
Right.
Don't let the people know who write that.
Yep.
So, but still, a lot of people discussing in the secret room online.
Right, and those people are pretty anti-Putin and anti-Xi Jinping, right, Guangcheng?
Yes.
That's good to know, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we already discussed that, one thing Americans can do is put pressure on leaders to step up in international politics and take harsh stances against the Communist Party and Vladimir Putin, stop all appeasement towards them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have to do that. I think the U.S. citizens need give Congress more pressure to confront the authoritarian regimes.
Right.
Yeah. Don't think appeasement. They will not change from diplomacy or appeasement. Doesn't work.
No, that sounds good. And we ask people to follow these continuing developments across our various platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook. And also, be sure to visit our website at catholic.edu/CHR for more human rights updates. We continue to provide those on a regular basis. Guangcheng, thank you so much for joining us again this episode.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, my friend.
The Barefoot Lawyer Reports is excited to sponsor its first ever human rights essay contest. This year, we are asking students of all ages to write 1,000 words about the horrors of communism in China and how Western democratic values can remedy the evils of authoritarianism. Prizes include $1,000, a copy of Chen Guangcheng's memoir, and an appearance on the Barefoot Lawyer Reports podcast. Entries are due April 13th and should be sent to deatheridge@cua.edu. For more information, please check the description.